Okay, so now I'm gonna install the pistons. I just checked with my buddy, and he said that I got them correct, the way that they are. But there's a little bit of dirt on them from somebody, Miss Midnight, who knocked them on the ground. So I'm just gonna blow them off with the air hose real quick. That should do a good job. Don't want to knock them over though. Now, never mind about knocking them over. Now the crankshaft down in there, I'm just going to turn it until it's straight up and down. To try and make this a little bit easier. Now, it's time to install them. Okay, so now I'm ready to put in the pistons. Now what you want to make sure is your number should be facing the camshaft. This is the number 4 piston. I think that's the way that the camshaft would be. Wait, no, right there's the tappet things. Okay, hang on, I'm confusing myself now. I'm gonna check on the head quick. Okay, so the spark plug indent should be this way. Okay, and then it even shows that side should be facing the front. So now I gotta get my piston ring compressor, which is right over here. Okay, now here's my piston ring compressor. Just gonna tighten it up some. I'm gonna pick up on this just a tad. Actually, why not just let it be in the whole way? Now I'm gonna look underneath and make sure it's lined up on the crank. Ah, you dummy, Jesse. I almost forgot something very important. Gotta put the bearings on. Now I'm just gonna heat up this Permatex Lube and then I'll be ready to go. Just pour a little in my cup and it'll be nice and warm. Okay, now we're ready to put this lube on. This would be a whole lot easier with an engine stand, but I'm on a tight budget. The thing that you just heard fall was the piston ring compressor handle. Okay, now I can get a mallet. Just tap down on that and get it set. No, my piston ring compressor won't come undone, so I'm just gonna do that. Now, I'm gonna go underneath and make sure that I'm gonna put the bearing on, and then this piston here will be done. Okay, so I felt really bad about you guys not gonna be able to see this part here going in, the bearing. So I decided to move around on the engine a little bit and get you guys a nice front row seat. Now this is going to be harder on me because the camera is right where I would be. So let's see if we can do it like this. Now I'm just putting that engine assembly lube on here, on the bearings. Okay, so number 4 would be down. So like that. Okay, there we go. That's all together now pretty much. Except for the bolts. I had them soaking in Vapo rust for a very long time, just like the connecting rods and everything else. Connecting rods and the end bushings. Now I'm gonna try and slip these here back in. I have an idea too. If I turn the crankshaft a little bit. Okay, my end cap fell off. Well, now I can really tell where the 4's at. Yeah, the 4's on the bottom. Okay, I have a different idea. I'm just gonna push the crankshaft back out. Where's my hammer? Ooh, that was really in there. Okay, now, how does she look? She looks great. Okay, the bushing's still on there. Now I'm going to tighten these hand tight because there's a groove in the pistons that these bolts have to set in. And I don't want to mess with that from turning the crankshaft if I have to. So these can go in finger tight. Now I just gotta repeat the process for the other 3. So I'll do that. Okay, she's all done and I got everything torqued up. Now I need to start on the timing cover, put the camshaft in and the tappets, get them all cleaned up. Then the cover can go back on, the timing cover. Then the head needs work. I think I'm going to take it up to my uncle's garage and wash it in the parts washer. Then got to clean it up good. Then the engine will be just about complete. A few minor things. Still working on the tractor. I'm in the transmission right now. I'll show you guys what I'm working on with this. See, right here's your TA and it's all rusted up, so that all needs to come out and cleaned up. It's freed up now. I got it to free itself. And this is what inside the transmission looks like. Drained all the oil. But yeah, I'm going to see what I can do to this still. Got the oil pan right there. That's already been cleaned up and through the parts washer and stuff. Now I'm going to clean up some.